Cool. We're live. Hey guys. My name is Kevin. Uh, yeah, I think it's my first time uploading to YouTube. My goal at the moment is to just get used to being on front of the camera, um, and in this current, I guess, season to code a bit better. So I've taken up the 100 days of code challenge, and I'm on my seventh day. It's been quite fun. Yeah, I think the scope of my projects have been quite wide, mainly because I just started out. I'm just starting out, and yeah, so I'm just kind of trying to learn as much as I can in every spot. At the moment, I'm going through three different avenues. First one is I'm trying to finish up free code camps, full stack certificates, hopefully before this year. That's a ambitious goal. I'm up to my um, fourth and fifth one. I kind of skipped a bit of the fourth projects because they were really hard. So, but I'm really enjoying the fifth one, which is APIs and microservice. So yeah, so I think uh, I've been working on the exerciser tracker, so I'll probably keep going for that. Um, yeah, I changed the resolution on my screen to hopefully make the code more readable. Let me, yeah, but if not, then I'll keep experimenting. All right, let's do this. Also, my laptop only has two ports, and so I had to unplug the USB, which is fine. I guess it just means I have to learn how to use only the keyboard for everything. Um, all right, so let's have a look at today's thing. So to track my projects, I've been using Notion. Um, okay, maybe I can't use just the keyboard after all. All right, so let's see where I'm up to today. I'll just move that here. So I was able to authenticate um, authenticate a new user, and I was just starting to check if I can pass through the exercise. I also changed a bit of the schema for the users. I think yeah, I think this is probably a lot more helpful, even though data structure might be too nested, which is a problem in relational database because your queries, I guess, gets not your queries are less efficient. Um, but I think for NoSQL databases, nested just JSONs is okay. Could be wrong. Let's hope not. Um, cool. So I'll keep this here. I'll just open this on top. So what I'm going to do now is just open up uh, the development environment. I'll keep this in a different tab. Cool. Let's see. Well, since yeah, actually that should be fine. Actually, no. Normally, when I code, I like to have like some resources on the left, and then the code on the right, and then the debugging on the right. So I'll leave this here. So at the moment, actually, yeah, there's one thing I gotta check, which is so. So, so I'm gonna open up my Mongo Atlas so I can verify if data is coming through. Um, oh, Nice. All right, let's get started. So I want to check my current data that I have, which is just here. Moment, there's only one username and ID. I can zoom out a bit. That's quite small. I don't think you can see that. Oh, good. What I'll do is I'll just expand it. Yeah, it's a bit better. Still not great. Oh well. Cool. So that's my MongoDB Atlas, which is a remote NoSQL database that is online. I think this is easier to develop with, mainly because I don't have to worry about transferring local development into production configurations because they both use the same. And since it's just a small project, yeah, I don't have to worry too much about security. Not yet. I think that's the last course. So, I guess last time I was able to since last time I was able to get this data to populate correctly. I did notice that I did notice that they used so last time I also noticed by testing the use case that they had for these fields, there was validation, which meant if it's not entered into the form, then it returns like an error for each one. So I might have to do that as well before uploading it to the database. So the way I'll probably do that is, oh yeah, that's right. I also changed my default tabs to 2 spaces because of this. Learning about I tried to learn promises, and I realized like it does help a bit in something called callback hell, but for logic, so for like if else logic, I think you have to be nested at least once. And so which means for like for a very simple query which is defined, and if it doesn't exist, create a database or create a document, then it has to be nested at least this much. So there's no way escaping it. But at least now I know. So in the future I can not worry too much about it. So I'll just give it the correct indenting. All right, so I don't know what it looks like for yeah, I don't know what it looks like yet. So I don't know what this data return if it's empty. I think it's just an empty string from what I remember. So what I'll do is I'll just return it here as a test case. Actually, no, I can just return it and it'll just show me. So if I just submit it like that, yep, so it's just an empty string. So what I can do is I can compare each one and then return a JSON based on that error. So it'll be like probably 4 if statements. And then once I get it to work, I can optimize it. So if rec body is ID. Yep, and I think so. I also tested around the test case. It does matter which order of the description is. Is blank, which means if I start with the user ID, that should be okay. What was it? It's like please enter a user ID. Oh. And then else if rec body, way. Actually, there's probably a better way. Since I already have this, I can just use that. Oh, so I can just use new exercise equals dot user ID. Yeah, this way I don't have to repeat writing rec.body. I just have to do it once. Also, yeah, if the requirements change, then it's easier to manage since it's using the same source of truth. I think that makes sense. Yep, I'll just return that, which is please enter a user ID, and it should just skip everything. Yep. Yeah, I've been trying to use the auto completion in Vim a bit more as well, which is just Control P. It's been pretty helpful. Please enter a description. Oh, that's not it. Okay. Now there's something about duration that I tested. The duration has to be a number. I don't know if I should include this inside the empty string or make it a new case. I think for now I'll just leave it, and then I'll change it when it passes this first case, which is that it works. So that's the validation. I might just move this up one as well. Nice. All right. So an empty string should give me the enter user ID. Nice. And then, oh no, I deleted it. Yeah, one thing I've been trying to use Vim bindings for all my applications, and Qt browser is a pretty good, sometimes pretty good internet browser with Vim bindings, but I keep pressing D and it deletes my tab. It's just a bit annoying. Test. Nice. Say 2 plus 2. Nice. And 40. Cool. So that's some simple validation. One thing I might do as well is if it does this, then I might have to give it a something else. Yeah, that's probably better practice. Yeah, I'll do that. To change the equal sign to equal. And the reason why is because equal compares shallow, or not shallow, like incompletely, which I think is okay for small applications, but I guess for big applications, you want to have like an exact comparison. So triple equal is a bit better. And yes, semicolon. Although I don't know if it's helpful in JavaScript, because I've seen a lot of libraries that just doesn't include it. Nice. Let's add one more. Let's add the number one. I think that's probably gonna be needed. Oh yeah, that's right. One more thing that I'm trying to learn as well is how to handle these kind of auto completions for my brackets, because it's helpful because it makes it faster, but there's like these cases where the brackets has issues. All right, so I think it's called isType. I don't remember. I'm gonna see if I can test it on a console. So let's do const number equals 123, and then do is number. Oh, it's type of. It's called type of number, undefined. That's because it's not spelled right. Type of number. And let's see what happens if it's a string. So type of 123. It's called a string. Okay. So I have to test if it's a Oh, but how would I test it? If it's always passed as a string. Can you pass int? So duration should always be an int. I think. I can make that assumption. And then see if I'm right. Yep. So if you pass a string as with numbers in it, then it'll make a number. But if I pass it ABC, it'll be as nan. Okay. So I have to pass this and then check the type of and ask if it equals number. Oh, okay. It's a bit messy. Sorry. It'll do donkey. And pass it. Yep. Sweet. And I have to equal number for it to work. And I might just push it out. Yep. If it doesn't equal number, actually. Enter duration in a valid type in a number with numbers. Okay, maybe. Alright, let's test that. No, okay, what's wrong? Pass new duration. If it doesn't equal number, maybe it's because of this. It's not shallow. No. Strange. Okay, what I'll do is oh, dang it. I'll just see what this prints. That's correct. Should be in the console log, but I guess this might work too. So it is equal number. It does equal number. What is equal number? When it's QWA. What? What am I missing? So QWESD. Let's call this duration, and I type of low. That's actually probably an easier way to do this. Type of pass int. Because nan is also an int. Low. Okay. Interesting. If nan's also an int, then can I just pass it? And if it equals a nan, then that's just do is nan, right? I think is nan is the yep. And then pass int duration, and that should be true. Oh yeah. is nan has to be a capital N at the end. True. All right, that's probably yeah. So because even though it's not a number, when you pass out as an int, it acts out as a number. Yeah, I probably should invest in TypeScript. Next project, I'll invest in TypeScript. All right, so is nan, and I want that to be true because it shouldn't be. It should be a nan. Yep, this one's fine. You can shallow compare it. Just to make sure I know what I'm doing. Yep, boy. All right. So that works. I guess for now I'm happy with that. Now this next part probably more challenging parts. I should be able to upload this. Yep, upload this. I should do this else if statement. Yeah, I think at the moment, even though the logic works, I don't like how it's nested inside if else, because I can do switch as well, but I don't like it because like it keeps nesting inside. Like promises it should be able to move on from step 1 to 2 to 3. Yeah. I guess I can do that by making like a logic variable and switching it every time I move it on. But that's also a lot of work. equal amount of work as like just nesting. Let's just nest it for now. Let's see if that works. So I want to update the exercise schema and then add that into the user schema. Cool. To help myself, I'm just going to split this into two. The top part would be my reference, and the bottom part would be my where I do my code. So here we go. The user schema. I have to identify if the user exists. That's probably a good idea. That's probably after there's a field for all of them. Oh, it's getting pretty gross. Oh. Trying to think, is it better to have this at the end, like here? Probably. So that way, it's kind of nest. Yeah. So the logic still makes sense. Yeah. So basically, this first if statement just checks if it exists, and if it does exist, then this next one would then check if it's valid. Because I need to add some more tests. Like for example, the user ID that they give, does it exist inside the database? Luckily, I already have that. Code up here. Find user. I'll just copy that. But just change everything inside it. So that should be here. Oh man, there has to be a cleaner way to do this. This is this is definitely not ideal. Yeah. Alright, so what this does is it finds a user. I'll just remove this. So it finds a user. Oh, if it finds it, oh no, this is a new post there. Yeah, that's fine. If it finds a user, then it check for that user and it creates it. But in this case, I just want to find a user, which I can do here. Yeah. Um, let's delete everything here. So I can do exec, then user. So one question I have about this is that even though it's a promise, does it check for error handling similar to here? Yeah, so I'll probably have to figure that out. I should add that. So one way I've been trying to, I guess, keep track of all my questions is I have like a massive list. Actually, what I can do is I can probably just make that bigger. So I'll change it. I have a massive list of just questions, and hopefully over time I'll get time to answer them one by one. They're in tools. I can't click the link. Okay. So new question. Probably be does promises handle errors? I think I'll just do a quick Google search and see. JavaScript. Yeah, let's do both. Okay, so it catches. It's a catch at the end, and it just cleans everything up. That's pretty useful. I know I said I wouldn't use the mouse, but I wish I could keep that promise for every application. It's Node or Mongo? Probably Node. Yeah. So I split my questions into different technology stacks. Sometimes it's just resources if I can't find a category for it, and I give it the date. It helps me like track, I guess, the questions that I have. And then normally short question. Normally I have like a short spiel. So I guess I'll ask seems. So what's really cool about Notion is you can just add code snippets, and it's quite aesthetic as well. So it helps with notes. Cool. All right, that's done. Let's try it. Let's try using promises for this one, and then using the dot catch error. I might use arrow notation just so I get better at it. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't make sense either. I feel like it should be like that because it closes the gap. I guess that could work. All right. So I know that after I find a user, I can kind of test if it exists. I can't store it. I think that's the problem. Okay. I guess I can just test it up there, and that'll be the case for it. Yeah, I think what I do is instead of splitting the validation into different steps, I'll just split it into the fields. That way I can kind of collect each fields together. Sorry, I've changed my mind so many times. So here, yes, I'll just paste it here, and I'll just do if. Actually, before I do that, I've got to test this method too. This shouldn't be that much, I think. No, that's right. That's right. Yeah. It's a bit confusing because this kind of closes off. Oh, I'm not sure if this works. So if it's a user, I know I can't save it because it's asynchronous. I've tried before, didn't work before. Um, what I can do is, okay, so what I'll do is I'll try it this way, and then I'll try it saving the variable as an async variable, and then going through the logic. Oh, I don't know, it doesn't sound very convincing. And I guess the problem of this is I'll do it again, do it twice, since I have to find the user if it does exist down here. Huh, tricky. Never mind, I'm going back. I'm gonna just spin to fields since I have to do it twice anyway, and I'd rather not repeat code. Um, right, so for this one, I will else. Uh, yeah. I think this is tricky because this function is asynchronous, and I haven't touched much on like how to use logic with asynchronous functions. I guess the only way for me to figure out is to just try it. So now I have the user, and the user can be either as a null. Let me check. So if I go up, um, yeah. So it's null. So if it's null, then it doesn't exist, and I can return. Let's just try it for now. So if it's null, so if user this is if it's not null. Ah, why am I so dumb? Why did I make this hard for myself? I'll probably have to, since I'm beginning out, I'll just probably prioritize readable code rather than like efficient code. So I'm gonna just log the user, and that wouldn't work because this is incomplete logic. So I'll just comment that. Okay, cool. To test this, I'll probably have to create a new user. We'll call it Candy. Submit. All right. Now it seems like user is null because it tries to find it, it didn't find it, so it does return a null. And so I guess, yep. So because you can see that up here. So I guess what I can do to make it easier for me to read the code, I can do if user doesn't equal null. So if it does equal null, since this will make it true. Let's test that. So candy2. Yep, that still works. And just to make sure that it's not just making it randomly, if I do KND, then no, it exists. Beautiful. I can check that again by resetting this. Yep, you can see that's this code. I don't know why the UI interface doesn't really work when it's like small. But I'll just see if I can put it bigger. Yeah, nice. See if I can refresh it, see if it makes a difference. I don't think it would, but worth a shot. Yeah, that does make a difference. Nice. Although I do know there's an inline there's an inline command prompt for it. Yeah, I'll probably figure that out later. Still have time. Figure it out now. I'll do later. Do later. Undecided. So I know Mongo. Yeah. So if I do Mongo and I just copy the connection and I could just test the tables, and that's probably a faster way since I'm not a big fan of GUI. Um, even though it looks good, it's just a lot of clicking. So I'll just do connect. You guys probably able to see my password. Please don't use it. Okay, I think that's it. And I'll just paste it here. Yep, cool. What was the that's too small. I think it's show tables. Yep, so show tables. That's unfortunate. Show tables. There's one user table. Show collections. That's probably what I'm more interested in. Users. Show users. Show users. Huh. Is it worth that? Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably be using it a lot. So I have a collection. I know that here. Now, I want to be able to see it. Oh, no, go away. It's a show collections. So I have collection user. Show collection users. Ah, okay. Maybe it's DB, show DB. Show DBs with an S. Yeah, okay. Maybe it's just show. Maybe it's just users find or users not defined. It's because there's no S. No, something else. There's an S. Okay. Oh, time to use good old Google. MongoDB CLI show all documents in what's it called? Documents in collection. Yeah, I haven't been using Mongo that much, so this is a good learning experience for me. I have to use the DB and show collections. Okay, so I don't know which one it is though. Probably local because the rest is just empty. So use local and show collections. Doesn't look right. Use admin and show collections. Doesn't look right either. So probably use test and show collections. Yeah, so how do I DB? It's DB collection. So DB collection name dot find. No, okay. Oh. Lol. Sorry. I think I got it. And then maybe prettify as well. Pretty, it's just pretty. Okay. Yes! Alright, we don't need to use the GUI, man. Just command line. I'll keep it there so I can test stuff. How to delete? I think this might help me as well, just learning how to use Mongo or Mongoose as a client. Make it bigger. Bigger, smaller. I'll make it smaller. Oh, yeah, leave it here. I wonder. Oh yeah, I wonder how other developers like code and debug. Surely there's a better way. Oh, well, I don't know if there's like a most efficient way. Okay. So I know I can find stuff. What if it's just like that? It's just like one line. Oh, okay, yeah, that's much better. Um, Maybe smaller so I can see it. What if I want to delete something? I think it's the same as the documentation. Find one, then delete. Oh, this is some basics. Okay. So find, insert, delete one. Let's see what that looks like. So you have to give it. You have to give it the. Okay, you just have to give it the criteria. I think so. It'll be like DB users delete one, and my criteria is username candy2 as a string, and then close. No, I'm missing a curly bracket. So DB users delete one. Username candy2 curly bracket, normal bracket, deleted. Hey, that's actually pretty cool. So like so I'm more used to relational databases, so like MySQL, and they also have like their own command line. So it's like similar. I know MongoDB has their own university that I think they kind of teach you the MongoDB ecosystem. So Mongo University. I might, I might, I might sign up. I think it started like a week ago. Um, yeah. Oh, no one. Maybe it's self-paced. Ooh, never mind. Yeah. So it started 4 days ago. Uh, yeah. I don't know if I want to commit to this yet. Mainly because I'm just using it for small projects. Well, let's see. Let's see. What's the commitment? 4 chapters. Each chapter is 90 minutes. That's only around 6 hours for 2 months. It's not bad. I could just probably do it like a bit every day. Would it help? Probably. I'll probably have to touch NoSQL for a bit. Yeah, right. I've been thinking about it for a while, so I guess it's not like a spur of the moment. Or maybe it's totally spur of the moment. Ah, no! Yeah, so yeah. I gotta figure out how to use. Oh, what? Am I already done? Have I signed up already? Oh wow, that's quick. Let's see what it involves. It's just it's just videos. Oh cool. There's a few. So there's uh, high quality content. 4 chapters, final exam. Each chapter has like a bit of a lecture, bit of a quiz, quite introductive. 90 minutes. That's not bad. I reckon I could probably just do it like 90 minutes a day, once a week. Just pump it out in a weekend. Yeah, easy. Yeah, I'll do later. I'll do it probably tonight. Start off. I also want to do like the AWS sets as well. Have plans for that. Actually, I'll just show you guys too. Um, there's a AWS YouTube like 16 hours content um, that I want to have a go at. AWS free code camp. I can spell practitioner solutions developer. Yeah, I think I want to try and get the developer course. Yeah, so yeah, there's this which is pretty cool too. So I'll probably do that later. I want to focus on this first. Kind of happy I got the Mongo CLI to work. All right. So what's the next step from this? So validation. Yes, I checked, changed it so it's more readable. Yeah. All right. Now let's oh, um oh, oh yeah, that's right. So I want to do norm 0wxx. There we go. Something's missing. Okay. Gotta close this bracket and then close that bracket. Actually, I feel like I don't need this. So yeah, that's probably a lot better. So if user equals null, which means it doesn't exist, then return user doesn't exist. Now, if it does exist, then this is the problem because I want to use, yeah, okay, if it does exist, then every other logic has to be nested inside this callback, which I don't like. Let's just check for now. I'll just return the, oh no, that's right. One thing I have to add is, can I just do this in the beginning? I think I can. Yeah, one thing I noticed in the other test case was that they, at the beginning, test case was they had the user inside the JSON. Yeah, this is gonna be harder. I don't know how to do this. Maybe I'll try a few different ways and see which one works. Let's make it blank for now, and then I'll just update that inside this. Don't know if that would work though. New exercise dot username. Wait, if it's null, then it'll just be null. Yeah, it'll just be empty string. So I guess it's the other way. Which if it's not null, then I will give it user dot username. All right, I haven't tested any of these. This might be an epic fail. If there's error, then just log it. I guess I should just done error. I guess I can just remove this as well. Just give it a bit better readability. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. So you can it compiles. It's a good site. So if I give it a random ID, it should return a blank JSON. Wait, does it even return a JSON at the moment? No, it doesn't. Yeah. For now, I'll just do else. So, alright, let's see if it returns a JSON. User is not defined. Let's see. Because I copied the old code. Derivation of numbers. Oh, hey, look at that. Shining. No! Okay, oh! Okay, so it doesn't find a username. I wonder if it's just because it skipped. That's true. I have to test that. Okay, so that's sort of expected. Let's see if I use a correct username. No, tragic. Nah. So one thing I haven't figured out in Arch is how do you what's the word? Copy and paste. Dang it. Okay, that should have returned Matthew. Oh, oh. So I think it's because I'm passing in an empty username. Lol. Not very bright. Okay, so I know it's user ID that I'm looking for. This should be probably better. G. Okay. So the user ID should have existed. Oh, there's error up here that I can investigate. Cannot set headers after they are sent to the client. Okay, that's quite messy. Tough. Tricky. I don't know if that means it's asynchronous. Let's check it out. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it seems like a express thing. I wonder if it's because I'm doing that. Nope, okay. It's fresh up here. What could be happening is when I sent the post, it also does the Mongo query, and I'm returning a response, even though the rest hasn't been updated. Yep. So the response in Express was faster than the query, and so when the query returned and tried to update the header or like the content of the response, which is the username, it complained because it was too late. So there's two ways I think I can fix this. I can either make this asynchronous, so it has to wait, or I can nest it inside the callback. Both of which I'm not a big fan of. So what I might do is, I really don't want to nest it in. I might see if I can make it asynchronous. So async await, async await examples. Let me get like a function inside a function. Yeah, so either way, I'll probably see if I can do this. So, const is user valid equals. Oh, would that work? Okay, that compiles. That doesn't mean it works, but it compiles equals that function. It's a bit long. So I can just break that. I feel like I'm breaking so many good practices. I don't know. Okay. All right. So hopefully that returns a promise, and then I just have to make a wait. I'll probably do something like update username found, and then maybe I just have to update this afterwards as a constant. So like that, and then I'll change user ID to its raw form, which is rec body user. So okay, so what? Yeah, I think that might work. So what I did was, the problem I had before was the Mongo query wasn't returning in time, and the response of the Express node was already out there, so it couldn't update the username to check if it's an actual username or not. So what I did instead was I made it an await function where new exercise only starts, I guess, its parameters once it can confirm if the username exists. I think that's how you do it, given this code. I don't know if you're allowed to make it like a so far I see it's only functions that you're allowed to do that. I'm pretty sure this will not work. Just reading this now. Huh. I'll probably have to go through this as well, just to learn it better. So what's the comments? Okay, yeah. No, I definitely don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I killed it. Okay. I guess I have to stop now, like stop my projects here and learn a bit more about um, a little bit more about asynchronous to move forward. For now, I'll just commit this because yeah, we did do work on it. So I was able to add simple validation for user ID, description, and duration. Yeah, that's it. And I'll just push them. Oh, cool. That's exciting. um, yeah, I might keep this on. I'm just gonna switch gears and just learn about asynchronous functions. So, oh, they have it. Oh, that's very cool. So maybe before I do this, I do not have a strong grasp on promises. So I'll just see if I can learn that as well. Oh, they have the whole thing. Beautiful. It's one of the last, it's the last one. All right, I will do introductions to callbacks. It's not a big read. Um, let's read it. This a bit slow. This looks very familiar. Okay. Yeah. So I just look at the solution. There we go. I guess I have to build this. I haven't done CSS animations. I guess I'll learn it later. I'll just look at the solutions. So it is JavaScript. Okay. Just overwrites the script. Just overwrites the script. No, it just appends the script. So that means there's like a lot of divs underneath that div. Doesn't remove it. Where's it calling? Or where's it growing? Ah, okay. It's growing at the bottom. Well, why does it? Why does it work? I don't get it. Oh, I could learn this. Oh, let's take a break. Let's editing for video. I'll probably keep going when I come back, but yeah, I'll just cut the video. Thanks, guys.